All right. So welcome to growthmafia.tv. My name is Joe, and we have here.
Gideon, and you're in for a treat.
Yes. So this episode is quite different because we're going to step back from building and but we're still going to be educating, inspiring you guys on and especially with things AI. So today we're going to step back because a lot of the people who have seen some of the episodes were saying that, hey, go, two technical guys. Totally, we can't relate to that. I don't have technical skills or I'm too old. Maybe you're on your 50s, you're already 45 years old, or even 50, 60 years old, and you're thinking, like, is AI for me? I'm already too old. By the way, I did meet a couple of people. They're already in their 60s or their 50s. They're still like working with AI. It's quite inspiring, really. But Gideon, here's the thing. Let's take a hypothetical person. Let's just say your 60-year-old father will come to you and say, "Hey, Gideon, can you teach me AI?" I don't know if that's how your dad would sound, but let's just say I'm like, let's do a little bit of role play. Like, hey, Gideon, I want to learn AI. Me? Okay, let's go. Let's hear it.
Okay, you might be thinking you don't need AI, but it's not an issue. You can learn AI, and you don't need to be technical to use AI. So if you were my dad, probably I would say, yeah, just open ChatGPT. And what is the thing you're searching right now? What is it that what problem are you trying to figure out? Maybe are you like about to buy like a tool or something, or are you planning on a vacation?
Yeah.
So let's
You
assume
know,
you're planning a vacation. Okay. So this is what you can use AI for. So you go to ChatGPT and then you say, okay, we are planning to go to Alaska. What
oh,
do you recommend?
and maybe this is the best time, Gideon. I don't know if you like this idea.
Mm.
Maybe you can share your chat GPT and we can.
Oh yeah,
Some,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea. Let me share my screen.
I'm putting Gideon on the spot here, but I think it's valuable for a lot of people, if especially if like you're still hesitant. And I don't know really if a lot of people are still hesitant in terms of like opening ChatGPT. I imagine there's a lot of excitement there, but Gideon will show one of the use cases. So there are different levels, right? So
So this is
me,
what you do,
just
Dad.
maximize that, and we're just like this little. Okay, there you go, ChatGPT.
So you go to ChatGPT and you don't even need to create an account. Let me log this up. So just go to ChatGPT and then you see this uh, field and just ask it anything. So in this example, you're planning to go to Alaska for a holiday trip. Just say, I'm planning to go to Alaska. What would you recommend? So you say, planning to go to Alaska for a holiday trip. What recommend? And then, yeah, it will tell you like here, top experiences in Alaska, wildlife and nature. So it will give you ideas on what you can do and places you can visit,
All
best
right.
places to visit,
Yep. Awesome.
seasonal recommendations.
And
And then you
oh,
can go further. Like, okay, I only have, let's say, $2,000.
there.
You can say like, I only have, okay,
Give me the best way to
give me the best way to
enjoy Alaska.
enjoy Alaska.
Yeah, perfect. And this is really good because you see Gideon did not use any technical word, just really communicate to the software in a simple, like human way. Okay, so
Mhm.
it says now that
Yeah, so it says best strategy for 2K, Anchorage, Stewart. So it gives you an estimate on your flights, lodging, transportation, and then here it says, okay, stay, budget, Airbnb, 80 to 120 per night, which
and,
is
and by
really
the
cool.
way, you can if you have a paid version, and I don't know if it works with the free version. If you have a paid version, you can do a deep research and it will look for the actual flights for you.
Yeah.
So now you can now go to Alaska. But I'm wearing your 60-year-old dad's hat again, Gideon. But I want to make money with AI. So is there a way for anyone or especially a 60-year-old person to make money in AI? So what's your answer to that?
Yep, that's a definite yes. You
Okay.
can make money with AI. For example, using this example where we're trying to plan for a holiday trip, it can be like you can start your holiday what do you call that? Holiday planning business, right? And you use AI on the background.
Is it travel agency or no?
Travel agency, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's one.
That's a good idea. I like that. Right away, like in my mind, I did, and I'm still doing, like maintaining certain brands, working on their content. So before, I used to do like manual, like content creation and manual content planning. With this, with AI, with ChatGPT, very specifically, I can create like the plans so if I were, in order to make money, I can go to businesses around me and ask them, like, can I maintain your, it's kind of technical, but can I maintain your website, your social media, and I can create content from there, right? So it's the same thing as Gideon demonstrated. You can say I am maintaining a website for this company, right? And you can describe what the company does, and then I can say, create for me a 7-day content for YouTube or for Facebook or for Instagram, for TikTok, whatever you have. And you can charge for those, right? Also
Mhm.
exam. Do you have any other ideas, Gideon? Like how anyone
Yeah.
can make?
So Dan, I know you have lots of money, right? Do you
So I
want
have
to
different
grow?
funds.
Do you want to grow that money? It's sitting on your bank account and it's doing nothing. So let's invest that money. And if you don't know where to invest, you can use AI. Give another. Let's ask AI. I don't know. There's like. Let me just open another tab
Yep.
here. They say, okay, I have K to invest. Please give me the top 5 vehicles to invest this money.
Yeah. I haven't tried this, but maybe I should have. Yeah, this is good. So now it's saying ETF, and then it has an example. It's Vanguard
Mhm.
isn't. I have no idea if. I mean, you're so definitely better than me on this. Maybe you can just explain a little bit about like what is
Okay.
that relevant?
So yeah. So his first suggestion is to invest in the stock market index funds or ETFs. Then if you have an idea of what that is already, then you can narrow down on this. Or it suggests here like savings bonds. Probably you'll say, okay, how risky are you? Like high returns or
Yeah. What's
low
your risk appetite,
returns?
right?
Yeah, what risk appetite? So let's say since you're already old and that's just your play money. So let's say you want to risk more, you can say. Okay,
Yeah.
this one with high return. So it says here, okay, high growth individual stocks. And maybe you think, okay, that's probably too risky. I want to diversify. So you can just say, okay, please just give me top 3 ETFs with high return and low. Yep. So it suggested, okay, Vanguard Total World Stock ETF, S&P 500 ETF, which is this is pretty safe. And now the next thing you do is, should I invest it? Should I buy this at once? Or what would be the best strategy?
10K, right?
I
Break
these.
down.
Yep.
Break down my 10K to like what to buy.
Mhm.
Right. There you go.
Yep. It says lump sum, highest expected return, long-term horizon, 5 to 10 years. Buy your chosen ETFs all at once. And then you have option two, dollar cost averaging, best emotionally.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. Yeah, because if you're the type that you're scared, if I buy this all at once and then what if the next day it drops 10% and you're like, oh, you'll feel bad, then probably option one is not uh good for you. So you can go with this option two, like just dollar cost average. You
So
buy 200 per day.
at this point, let me just say, this is not an investment advice, and make sure you consult a financial advisor because we're not advocating this. However, you can definitely study it more, especially with investing. Study it more
Hmm.
and make sure you are educated to, like about investing before you risk your money. And only risk money, only invest what you can afford to lose. All right.
Hmm.
So I covered a
Yeah.
disclaimer there, right? Quite well. And speaking of earning, I really equate earning with learning, right? So, and you have a vehicle here or a platform here. And we're not just talking about ChatGPT. So you have Gemini 3, you have Claude AI, which I'm starting to love primarily because the tone is so different. Let me just tell you a little bit about that. AI and ChatGPT. And what I found out about these two is that the tone of ChatGPT is so optimistic, right? So if I have a problem, it will just try to say, "Oh, it's not the end of the world, and this is something that we can do." Or like if I'm trying to figure out, I remember like seeing what's the best way for me to arrange my week. And I gave ChatGPT all the things that I need to do. ChatGPT was so optimistic and saying, "Hey, you can do that definitely, and structure it this way." When I gave that to Claude, Claude is saying, "Hey, you don't have time for this." And you really, and to me, I really love both input, and it really depends on your mood. Cloud AI is making sense to me in that instance. The other instance that I have a comparison is that when I wrote my CV, right? When I wrote my CV, because obviously, like, doing applications, a job application. And so when I did that, I did it with I did the help with ChatGPT and Cloud AI. What I found was ChatGPT is actually better. And maybe because I have so much history with ChatGPT, ChatGPT understood like I even recalled some of the activities that I did that added value to the CV. So to me, that's also I don't see them competing. I think you can use as much and then try to educate yourself. So if when it comes to learning, it's comes to earning, I would say earning money is you can learn. Like you can ask ChatGPT like different ways for you to earn money. That's profile that that's but that's fit to your profile. So, like, yes, there are so many ways that you can earn money. A lot of times, you just have to look around and look at the opportunities that are around you and see how AI can help you. So, one of the things that one of my friends called this wearing your green glasses. Have you heard about that, Gideon? Like, oh, yeah.
So,
Okay, so if you want to earn, you have to wear your green glasses, and green is the color of money. So what does that mean? Is that wherever you are, wear your green glasses, and then you look through like what are the other ways in which like money flows, like what are the opportunities like everywhere you go. And I really like this exercise. I'm reading now a book called 1 Million Weekend by Noah Kagan. He said he's very good at, let me just look at that really super quick. $1 million weekend by Noah Kagan. Noah Kagan is the founder of Absumo. And so quite fun there for me to listen because I'm listening in the audiobook. And what he said was you have to have $1 million booklet or a journal where you can write all your $1 million ideas. Okay, we're gonna talk
mhm.
more a little bit more about $1 million ideas later, but just really, you know, I'm bringing that up because we're talking about using ChatGPT or using AI to make money. Anything else, Gideon? That some ideas on making money.
Yeah, there is. You can even use ChatGPT to give you ideas on how to make money using AI.
There you
Yeah,
go.
let's do that.
Can you just do that? Because I'm interested.
Yeah,
I'm interested on
I'm
what does it look like.
I'm helping my dad, who is 55-year-old, to make money using AI. Give me 10
Best ideas.
suggestions.
Okay. Love it.
This is
See,
your
it's so positive. And it says AI assisted local business service. Yeah, this is something that we discuss. So you can help write Facebook posts for plumbers, right? This is
Mhm.
very good. This is good. You can get, and it's even say that you can. I'm wondering though, Gideon, if can you send me the exact prompt, and then I'll key it into Claude,
Okay, sure.
and let's see what Claude is going to say. Because I feel like Claude, I mean,
Is
like the tone of Claude, I want to see where did you send it?
in on Messenger.
All right, I'll pick it up there. So I'm gonna share my screen, guys, and let's compare. Just like super exciting here is that the thing that we're excited here is like just really comparing. Let me just share my screen now. Okay, Claude, there you go. Okay, so now uh I can send that. All right. So AI enhanced freelance service. Use ChatGPT, Claude, or other tools to offer content writing, copywriting. So this is actually along my alley because you can go. This is really cool, Gideon, because it says here you can go to Upwork and Fiverr, and this is very practical, guys, because you can create an Upwork and Fiverr account, and you can give them AI assisted tools, freelance service. Okay, it's low barrier to entry and strict for us. This is what I like about Chat like Claude because it's like so specific. AI powered virtual assistant service, AI content creation for small business. That's I like this. AI image generation service, and then AI online tutoring or coaching. If you have an expertise in any area, you can use AI to create lesson plans. I really love this. I was just talking to a guy couple of months ago, and he was writing manuals for his practice. And he was
Mhm.
like, it was a technical, like I think he's writing manuals on to train other engineers. And he said, he worked for like 3 months just building the manual. And then I told him like, maybe you should have used AI. It would take you like a day. And I
Mhm.
think he did that for a little bit because he tried it on his phone and then he realized like, oh my goodness, I just spent so much time that AI can do like in minutes. And he's an expert, so it actually cut down his time. Okay, worth considering. I'm not even gonna read that, but this is really good topic to do. And I really like this idea, Gideon, because like we can see here like an example of hold on. um an example of like how you actually use AI and asking it how to make money with AI, right? One thing, if you can and share your screen, one thing, Gideon, if you can and share your screen. One thing I would like to share about
Okay.
this is that yeah, no worries. I want to share something about this because like one question would be one other answer here, and I don't know if this is good for 50 years old, but even for a lot of people now, and this is something that Growth Mafia has been doing, right? Is actually building AI based products or products or software based on using AI, right? So here at Growth Mafia, we've been
Mhm.
using Replit, we've been using Gemini 3, ChatGPT, Claude AI, and Lovable to build the products. And that's really one way for you to make money. So the question is, can I build AI products with zero technical skills? What's your answer?
That's a really good. So this is what I would say. If you can text, you can use AI. So, you can text on your phone, right? So 50-year-old. So with Lovable, just describe. If you use Lovable, you can describe what you want to build, tell it, and then it will build the app for you. You can do a quick demo if you want.
Oh no,
But
it's okay. So yeah, I think we can do that like super quick. Maybe you want to share your screen or
yep, I can share my screen again.
okay. So build. Uh, let's just say let's not make it super technical, right? Let's just do a website, right? Let's just say
I'm a plumber.
no. Let's do a
Uh,
something local, Gideon.
Or what?
Maybe we can go to Google Maps, right? And and
Okay, okay, sure.
you know where I'm going with this. We go to Google Maps. I saw one content creator did this, and so we would like to try this out. This is the first time that we try this.
Mhm.
I thought like, that would go to Google Maps and let's say look for a plumber near me or something. And then just go to the bottom, the one that's not sponsored. And then like that maybe they don't have website yet. Do you have that?
This one,
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
there's no website. Wait, there's a
So if
website.
you don't have a website, just go there and we can have like and in fact, guys, believe it or not, this is like this is actually the reason why Growth Mafia was born. Because Gideon and I thought of doing exactly this. So going to Google Maps and look for and Google Maps or Facebook and look for what do you call this? Look for businesses that doesn't have any website yet, right? Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, this one.
Yep. And
It
then
doesn't have a website.
yep, there you go. So let's copy that. Is it possible you can check share and there's a link where it says share on the right side, up right
Mhm.
there, and then copy the Google Maps link. Copy. Let's try to do this. Let's try to go to ChatGPT. And by the way, guys, you don't have to do this, but this is just our process here in Growth Mafia. And what we usually do is give me a lovable prompt for this business, something like that. Now, you don't have to do this. You can just go directly to Lovable, paste the name, send the photos. But what we would like to do is to have ChatGPT first process it and see like what it can gather based on this. So it says design a trustworthy. I'm wondering though, did it actually try to pull from the maps? Do you think it did?
Yeah, it did. It's able to get this.
Okay, perfect. So if you can copy paste the prompt, I want to create there.
Mhm.
Yep. And then let's go to Lovable. Boom. Send, not chat. The arrow up. There you go. So let's see what it will get. So now you can actually go to the businesses and say, "Hey, I'd like to create your website." Or you already created the website. You can just go there and say, "Hey, I created a website for you. Let me know if you like it, and if you like it, you can pay me, X amount of dollars for it one time,
Mhm.
right?" And I'll send it and say, and you don't have to be super expensive. You just have to do this. multiple times until you get a portfolio. And once you have portfolio, then you can charge higher, so on and so forth. And then you can charge recurring if they want they want some level of maintenance. And yeah, that should get you started with just earning. So you see there, like Gideon said, if you can send a text message, you can build the app. And this is Lovable and Replit has made it so easy in terms of building this. And yeah, I hope that if there's any takeaway that you would like to get, it's here, right here, where you can build like as many websites as you can using Lovable. Next, one of the things that you're especially like concerns about AI, Gideon, is that while it's still loading, one of the
Mhm.
questions is, can AI eventually replace me and can take me out of job? Like, have you heard of this question? And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I've read a few articles on it. I mean, a few headlines and even in office conversations. I think if you don't use AI, if you don't learn to use AI, in my opinion, then you are at risk of getting replaced. Probably, except for those jobs where you're like, jobs that involve manual stuff. But for jobs that just use like mental capacity, or you're like front end developer, or you're I don't know, accountant, anything that can be done by a computer, uh, then I would say they're at risk. If you don't use AI and you don't learn to use AI and leverage AI, then I would say it's possible you can be replaced. But I also don't see it happening like this year yet.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Yes. So yeah, and it's a really good point, right? Because like what you're saying is if your job is linear, right? Like for example, design right now in Gemini 3, Lovable, Replit, they're really getting better with their design, right? The more you work, the more I work with Driplet, the more it's getting better. That's how I feel. And so I would believe that that's really potentially there. I still believe that a lot of people are hesitant. A lot of companies are hesitant to move 100% to that direction. So they're kind of slowly trying to figure out if that's the right move for them. And it's actually the right call for their business, right? The other thing that the main point, so I've seen this discussion in LinkedIn, and a lot of senior programmers, especially, are saying like, "Yeah, your code vibe all you want, and it's not gonna be stable and things like that." My take on that is that it might not be stable now, but over time, as innovation, as technology matures, it will happen. They will produce really reliable code, a maintainable code, if you will, and it's only a matter of time. However, I'm not the type of like, every business should just move to AI. I think there's still that level of investigating, and there's figuring things out if this is the right move for you and your business. The other thing that I'd like to make a point out with AI, not just AI replacing 9 to 5 jobs, it's really AI replacing businesses and certain industries. So just like in the past, innovation replaces not just the employee, but it replaces the whole industry. It's really the trend. Like if something is introduced, like it replaces a certain industry. I'm just gonna tell you right now, for example, like when I was growing up, there were two channels on our television, right? Two local channels. Cable came in, multiple channels, right? And then I thought that was the best thing in the world, right? But then online TV, YouTube came in, and you have like millions of options in your fingertips. And used to be news, we get it from certain sources, right? We get that from two channels or three channels. And I used to watch 7 o'clock news. But
Mhm.
now there are a lot of content creators, journalists, a lot of sources, and a lot of takes, a lot of different views. So even now, like legacy media, for example, is not. There are only few people that are looking at it now. The era of podcast came in. You have guys like Joe Rogan, who's like have millions of followers. Like in a day, one drop, it will be listened to by and watched by millions of people. So that there's a lot of innovation, and that's not even AI. So AI will change all of that. So there's a lot of change. We don't really know the scope of it, but I like what Gideon said, that you need to use these things so that you will understand it more. And so if you're a professional watching this, you need to use AI so that understand what it is, and then where you can position yourself as the world will change. You can't resist change, but whatever is going to happen, it will happen, right? I mean, when I say that
Mm.
if AI will change something, it will change something. The question is whether you understand the change and understand what's going on, and then move forward and strategize and put yourself in a strategic position, or you can continue to resist it. My suggestion is be open, be flexible, and use whatever tools that you can, and use your imagination on how to create things. And that's what we have here in Growth Mafia TV. This one is a simple website, right? That you can build. And you can, like I said, you can go to any business who doesn't have any website. You can ask them, "Yeah, can I build this website?" And people would say, like, yeah, but website, I don't really know if that will make money, right? So you can also generate the marketing plan and the sales plan that includes the website, the social media, and everything, right? So yeah, so that's also another way of earning money, not just building website, but there's the next level, like building applications. Okay, so we're not gonna demonstrate it here. You go to growthmafia.tv, we built few applications there, purely 100% through Lovable and Riplet, and then you can look at the episodes and how we actually build it. It's a public build that you yourself can do on your free time. Make sure that just watch it. Okay, but while it's rebuilding, Gideon, I would just say, if let's look into, because like I said, I've listened right now to, what do you call this, the $1 Million Weekend by Noah
Mm.
Kagan. And it's quite inspired to just really discuss with you. Like, I know in Growth Mafia that TV we built a bunch of apps, but we don't know yet if some of these apps will actually become a $1 million AI concept. But let's just like kind of go back and forth. Like, if you were to look at like the current situation right now, like what would be like a good app idea that you think will make money?
Then we built that as a revenue coach.
Yeah.
So and that app is to help stylists basically grow their revenue, 10x their salon business, right? And yeah, I think if I remember in that book, I think he there's a chapter there where he shares how you can identify $1 million and how to calculate. So at the top of my head, let's say if you can charge $99 a month for that revenue coach, I would say is not that expensive given that the problem that it's solving, right? It will help the salon business grow and grow the revenue. So let me open my calculator here. So at $99 per month means I would need 841 customers that pays $99, and then you multiply that 841, actually 842. You multiply that by 842, you multiply by 99, multiply by 12 months, then you get your 1 million uh, annual revenue.
Gideon was sharing is just, you're wondering like, why are people pulling these numbers? This is called the $1 million app math, right? So
Mhm.
you need to do your math, you need to do your numbers in terms of like understanding like how many people do actually needs to use this application, so that it will end up with like a million. Did you calculate it for a million a month?
Yeah, no, 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 a million a
A
year.
year. All right. So
Because
we'd end up with a million a year, right? And the number was how many people needs to download it and use it and pay for it?
142.
So 842. Like, how do I find 842 to use this? So there's like multiple ways to market it. One would be like one to one, right? You have
Mhm.
to go to like the salon and tell them like, hey, the other one is like Facebook ads. You can scale it. And then, other one is like Instagram ads and things like that. So yeah. So build a landing page so that people can sign up, make them understand what a project is like. You can do with similar to like revenue coach. You can do a 7-day trial, 7 like what's going on, and then by the end of the trial, you can charge them like $99. So that's just one, and that's a really good point, Gideon, because like we can discuss like our ideas and why we think it's
Mhm.
a $1 million right idea. So let me just tell you like one of the things that we've discussed is called Fin. Right? But the idea with Fin is that Fin is actually for people who are like me, that are so lazy and doesn't like to do like budgeting. But I we do want to have, oh, there you go. we do want to have, I'm going to finish off with Fin and then we can go to the website. So we do want to have, so Fin is for people that are lazy like me, doesn't like to do budgeting or do any work of like encoding their
Mhm.
transaction and everything. So the idea is to take your business bank statement, to take your credit card statement, load it to your AI coach. AI coach will go deep into your expenses, try to understand your psychology, try to understand like your spending habits, try to understand the breakdown of how money flows in and out of your account, and then tell you like 2 to 3 points on what are the things that you need to improve, what are the things that you need to cut, what are the things that you need to spend more on and or invest on, and it will give you just a level of guidance that just like any like financial apps would not give you. It's for people that are like me who are scared of budgeting. For people who are like me that are lazy, but we do feel the need to improve on how we can handle our money financially and grow from beginner to sophisticated investor. So that's Finn. I believe there's gonna be so many people that are gonna be so happy to use that because I know for a fact that there's people like me that are lazy in terms of their financial life. So Gideon, so do you have one thing you'd like to add, or you want to go
Yeah,
through?
yeah. I want to add, like, with the earlier example of the revenue coach, right? It was 842 users per month. So now I search, I asked ChatGPT how many stylists are there in the US. There's like 510,000,
Okay.
and 842 is just like less than 1% of the total number of individual stylists. That's like, so the question is, do you think 842 is a reasonable number of users to target? Then if your answer is yes, then you have like $1 million
Oh yeah.
idea.
That's very inspiring, especially if you're the one who built Revenue Coach. So that's very inspiring. But guys, this Gideon is dropping bombs right now in terms of like how do you actually think about building your next multi-million dollar or $1 million app, right? Do the math, try to do some market research on how many people are actually out there. And here's the next question that you need to ask. How can you get yourself into the circle? How can you get yourself into the crowd where they are? And how number two is how can they listen to you, right? That is a marketing question. AI definitely can help you take action. If you have a problem taking action, remember the 5 minute rule of taking action. If you feel afraid or tired or lazy, just think to yourself, just tell yourself, I'm gonna do this for the next 5 minutes and then I'm gonna stop. So just give yourself 5 minutes and it gets you rolling. Right. Good stuff.
Okay.
Let's do the website and then we'll conclude this episode. So valuable. Okay, there you go. What's this? This is your neighbor's plumbing fast. Okay, and does it have the logo? Does it have the
Yep.
awesome? Right,
Yes.
I like it. Very professional. And you know what I noticed here, Gideon? If you scroll back up, please. Like in the hero section. So this section of the website is called the hero section, right? And the reason why you know that's a hero section, you can actually see a person there. But that's where when this is the first thing that people see. But you see where the texts are in the center. It's actually very. It's now I believe it. The reason for that is because it's mobile responsive. So when you
Mhm.
load this on your phone, everything is lined up properly and it's not like mixed up. Okay, what is the? There you go. Yeah, I'm right. So it's actually the guy is in the center. So that's the reason.
Mhm.
Okay, if we can go back to the wider. So now you can see from a business standpoint, guys, I mean, how much this website nowadays, like if you build someone a website, people are charging north of $2,000, right?
Yeah, I have a friend who does construction work, and he pays like around 200 plus dollars per month.
Wow, we need to take over that that business, and then we can scale that. So, but yeah, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. $200 per month. That is a year. You're charging about 2,200,
Yeah,
two
2-4.
thousand four hundred, right? Two thousand four
Mhm.
hundred per month, per year, right? And it more than pays whatever hosting fee that you need to pay, right? So this is that's so that, and even your monthly monthly subscription for Lovable. It more than
Mhm.
pays. Yeah, that's awesome. Can we scroll down, please? Okay, so this is the section for, I think this is the promise. So the what are the services? It's there. And by the way, you can edit this if there's anything that you don't like. You don't like the color orange, right? Let's say you don't like the color
Mhm.
orange, and change the color as well. What else is there? And then the rating, was that based from, was the rating coming from Google Maps?
Let's see. Close,
Oh, yeah,
4.8.
that's good. I would be happier if, and maybe we can feed this. And this is obviously like out of scope, but if we feed Google Maps to Lovable, and maybe it can grab some of those photos that are
Mhm.
inside. Yeah, I think all of this to demonstrate you can build a website, you can make money, you can build simple applications. If you want a more complicated application, you can definitely do that. You can start here in the level where I want to build a website and just really do like cold calling, sending messages uh, in Facebook or in Instagram. So if there are people out there that needs website, you just tell them, hey, I can do it. Can do it. You can charge 2,000. You can charge more if you're not confident. You can charge a little bit less. Then you just gradually grow.
Yeah.
With that, that's a wrap for this episode. Gideon, you'd like to share like a thought or two before we go?
Yeah, so I want to encourage you to start using AI, and you don't have to be fast. You just have to start.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Guys, I mean, a lot of people are thinking AI is going to be too technical, too complicated. That's going to be the reverse. You're going to find that's going to be the reverse of what you thought it would be. Aims to make everything simple, right? And so, and it aims to make sure that you're free from the technical hurdle of creating something, and you're focused on the actual product and actual creation. So if you know what you want and what you think it will do, right? You can just go in here in Replit or Lovable, and then actually build that yourself. So, guys, thank you so much for watching Growth Mafia TV. It's always been fun coming in here, and we're gonna provide more updates with the app that we're building or we have built. Gideon and I were pushing into like getting the first users for all the apps that we built. The Fill My Chair, Revenue Coach, and Finn. We're still building that, but there's like so much potential there that we're so excited. I think Finn
Contractor
is
always.
easier easier to get more people, but because it's not B2C but customer to customer, and then obviously like B2C, we're so excited. If you're a stylist, if you're a salon owner, and you want to be the first people who will use the app, you know, let's talk. Let's talk, and we'll see how we can help each other. Okay. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Joe, and this is
Gideon
saying see you in the next build. Goodbye for now.